Morning all, Mark here from Machatter AI. Today we're going to get back into some artists and styles, and today's artist is Matteo Scalera. He's a comic book artist, as you can see here. Get some more of his images up. So we're going to try and get a little bit more in depth and actually trying to force the systems, the models, namely Stable Diffusion in this case, to be more like the artist. The only way that I've found to do that is actually being highly specific with the prompt that directly relating to the artist. So when I say that, I mean, if we look here, Matteo Scalera is an Italian comic book artist. So we need those words in the prompt. We could also use some of this stuff as well. He also does sci-fi, so we can add all of these words, and hopefully that will encourage Nightcafe to be more precise. So what I'll do first is I'll do it without any of that. So I'll just put a female comic book character, and then I'll just create 4 of those, and we'll change it to, right, let's see what it does in beta. Right, so there's beta, but we don't want to, I don't really want to use beta, so we'll come back and I'll change that. I changed that already, and then we'll create 4 of those. And then the reason I'm doing this with just the most basic prompt at the moment is I want to see the difference that the keywords make. Now remember, this model might not know who he is. Because of the things he's done, I'd be surprised if it didn't, but you know as well as me, you know, sometimes these things can be really, you know, you're sure it's going to work, you're 100% positive, you've put in all the right prompts, everything's accurate, you think you're using the right model, and you get a negative response. So we'll soon see. Right, so let's see. So there's our 4 female. Yeah, it's really pulling from, you know, that looks like, oh, what's her name now? I can't remember. Doesn't matter. So what we can see there is it gives us kind of a definitive, you know, that's a comic book character. It's even, she looks like comic book superhero type. Maybe she does as well. But let's see what happens when we, you know, use prompting better. So what did I say? Let's go back here. So comic book artist. So art in the style of Matteo Scalera. We'll stop. A female comic book character. So again, let's go back. So what have we got? We've got sci-fi. So let's go sci-fi, comic book art. Let's see if we can get anything else. Now I don't know. I would imagine if I put that in, or that in, it's going to aim for that character. So let's come into here and see if we can find any other keywords that might help us. Now this just looks like all of his comics that he's done. So let's just leave it at this for the time being. We'll add comic booko. We'll add some other, so we want some depth of field and perspective to the images. And I'll try this, but I'm going to cut that out of there, and I'm going to put that here because I believe Stable Diffusion does that. You know, it treats things earlier in the prompt with more importance. So let's go for 9 images this time. Let's create that and see what happens. Okay, this is what Nightcafe's come back with. Now, things like this always throw me because, right, to me, just looking at that straight off the bat, it looks generic to me. It doesn't look stylized at all. Now, if we come over to this guy, and I'm sure we could probably find something that looks kind of like those girls. Let's have a look at this. Is that the same as this? It might be. It's very similar. Yeah, so again, you're going to have to take this on your own merits. Is that the style of Matteo Scalera, or is it just a female comic book character? Let's try one more thing. Let's try, see if it knows what King of Spies is. In the art style of Matteo Scalera, let's put King of Spies. And I'm going to change this. I'm just going to put a comic book character. I'm going to take sci-fi out. Comic book art, depth of... I'm going to... yeah, that'll do. I'll put the prompt weight up to 80 because I want it to really use the prompt as much as it possibly can, or be accurate to the prompt. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we've now got a male character that looks very different. He looks like a spy, but is that what King of Spies look? Oh, it's kind of like that, isn't it? I reckon it's picking it up, you know. I wonder if I can get Matteo Scalera, King of Spies. Well, he's got a beard. Ah, so that's him there. He's got a beard. None of these guys have a beard. That one's been thingied out for some reason. I don't know. Is it or isn't it? I can't really tell. Anyway, so yeah, that's Matteo Scalera for you. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you keep watching. Remember to subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy.